You there. Do you know of Epicmon? No? Well, follow me into this back alley. Up here. Up here. Use this ladder to climb up into my window. Now that I have you here, are you ready to learn? Are you ready to expand your
Hey, hello. Welcome to my tabletop game. This is Epicmon. If you're watching this, you either don't know how you got here, or you want to learn how to play Epicmon, which is epic. So I'm going to go through and kind of give the basics of kind of how to get things set up, how to play, the rules, I guess, shit like that. And so first, I think I'm gonna show the different types of cards and tell what they do. So when you get the game on the workshop, it comes with this deck. It's a lot of cards, but it has every current expansion and duplicates of certain item cards and basics and things like that. So we have energies. All energies in this are epic energies. Cards like this, where it shows different types, does not matter. Only takes epic energies. All energy is the same. And so then you have Mon. This one's a basic. Okay, so shit keeps snapping to everything. I need a better space to show this. So we have basics, stage 1s and stage 2s. So any basic can turn into any stage 1. Now, in normal Pokemon, it'd have to evolve from a specific monster. Like this one is Baby Mario or some shit. In this, it doesn't matter. Anything can turn into anything. So if I had this played, and then I had this out, I could change that, and then I could change this and that. Simple. If you know how to play Pokemon, all this shit is not new information. If you have a handful of item cards, you can use every single one in one turn. No problem. Supporter cards can only be played once per turn. And tools can be played as many as you have, but only one can be attached to each mod. And tools, they just are like buffs. Oh yeah, anomaly cards. So these are very different than normal cards. They're mixed in with the deck. You can choose not to. If this deck isn't working out for you, feel free to take this shit and make your own. Or even, if you don't want to make one single deck like this, make a regular deck that you draw from, like regular Pokemon. I haven't tried that, but it could work. So, anomaly cards, they are optional, but they are not Pokemon cards, or based on Pokemon cards, which is what makes them anomalies. And they all have either game-breaking shit or just kind of good stuff. Sometimes, like this one, get rid of any status effects on your actives. Pretty good. This one, draw 2 cards and discard 1. Pretty good. Extra support card, that's pretty good. This one you can play against someone and see their hand, that can work, but then you get ones like this, where you get to draw 5 cards, and that's good, but then if you don't have 5 cards to play on your next turn, then you lose 5 points. And points are how you win the game. And I guess I'll get into that later. But yeah, those are anomaly cards. the second expansion, Apocalypse. This one has 208 cards in it. Very, very beefy. Does it have 208 or am I tripping? I feel like I fucked this up somehow. Whatever. Pretty much, it just changed I guess the meta. It added in a lot more kind of balanced cards, I guess you could say. You know, as balanced as you can get with cards that can do like 1,000,000 damage. If the base set ain't working for you, add these. Yeah, the exotic arenas. Okay, so this one added a new card type, and it's a separate thing. So if you wanted to do a deck without them, you can do that. So these added the Mick deck, which I'll get into in a second, and where are they? Stadium cards. So stadium cards work like how they do in regular Pokemon. They go on the field. There can only be one active. If anyone else plays another stadium card, it replaces the previous stadium card. But yeah, it added you know, the stadiums, blah blah blah, whatever. Let me see if I can find. The McDonald's. All right. When this stadium card gets played, instead of drawing from this deck, now you have to draw from the Mick deck. And the Mick deck is full of Pulse cards. So, yeah, and there's a card in here that eventually gets rid of this if there's no other stadiums that can destroy it. So, it's just like a temporary little themed deck that you start drawing out of. Very interesting. So yeah, that's the exotic arenas, added stadiums. And then reinforcements is the latest one added. And that added the TF deck. Which is a very similar concept to the Mick deck, but a little more in depth. And reinforcements as well added a lot of cards to get energy, card energy from other players, a lot more combo cards, deck searching, kind of just, you know, trying to get more balance with things, trying to add some shit that can really start countering all these other fucky cards in here. Anyways, alright, when this gets played, it is a stadium. You have to start drawing from the TF deck, much like the Mick deck. However, you can't get rid of this. You have to go through a whole match of this shit. So pretty much everyone just starts playing TF2. And all the cards are TF2 themed. All the classes are there for red and blue. They all have unique abilities and attacks, and it turns into a little skirmish because pretty much every card you're getting is like a heavy hitter that can counter another card, or you know, it'll go by pretty quick. Hopefully, I think in the past it did. But yeah, once this is done, if you manage to, oh, this is a funny card too. If you draw it, then you actually have to go play TF2, like in real life. But yeah, whoever gets to 3 points in that, which you get points by killing cards, you earn 2 points in the real game. Whatever you decide to make your point limit, that could be helpful. So yeah, that's it for reinforcements. So now that that's all the sets gone through, let's go over how to actually play the damn thing. There's a tab up here, Notebook. If you go in here, written down a lot of these rules. can go over, read them, whatever. At the start of the game, everyone draws 5 cards. You have to have at least one basic to put into your active spot. So everyone take a card, put it out in their active spot. And like someone else is playing against me here. Okay, so they played that. So on your turn, you can draw, and if it's an energy, special energies count, you keep drawing. And this goes on an honor system. So maybe it can be some kind of call out thing, like if you're like, nah, that's bullshit, show me that card, that ain't a fucking energy, and they show it and it's not an energy and they were lying, then maybe they lose like 2 points or some shit, go in the negative. I don't know. I just thought of that right now, or 2 energies or whatever, and then drew this tool, trainer card, stop drawing. So I'll attach this, just go ahead and attach that to my Mary. And then if you wanted to, you could play a support card and search the deck for an item. The way you search is right click, search, and then all the cards are labeled. So if I type item, oh, cool, oh, I'll take this one. Now with anomaly cards, they don't count as an item card or a supporter card or anything, but you can only play 1 anomaly card per turn. So if I wanted to, I could play that. And another thing I forgot to mention, which may or may not change, not entirely sure yet, just check the rules if this is outdated now, but you can play up to 4 energy cards per turn. So if I wanted to, I could just stack this thing up with that much energy. Not that I would want to. And plus these cards aren't worth any energy if they're not on the type that it's shown. That's that card's gimmick. But yeah, so you just keep playing back and forth, doing damage. I do 30 damage. This thing has 20 health. Just goes wah, 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 back and forth until you have however many points you want. It's like, oh, I got 10 points. Yippee, I win. Woo! And yeah, it's really as simple as that. It really is. I guess some other things I should go over for people that don't know anything about Pokemon. When you first start your turn or the round or whatever, God, I'm forgetting so much. We're not even close to being done. I'm so sorry. Fuck. Ugh, this game sucks. Okay. So, when the game starts, if you have no Mon on your bench, no one can attack you for the first 3 turns, unless you attack them first. So, let's say I go ahead and attack this guy. If he were to get an energy, attach it, then now he can attack me. But if I didn't attack him, then he can't attack me. But if I had a Mon on my bench, like let's pretend this is a Mon, if I had a card on my bench like that, then it's fair game for anyone. Because if you get knocked out and there's no Mon on your bench, you go to Death's Door. And Death's Door is a concept that I picked up directly from Darkest Dungeon because I think it's cool. So if you have no active Mon and nothing on your bench, normally that would mean that you're out. But in this game, you get second chances. So if you're knocked out, let's say you get knocked out. So you flip a coin or roll a dice, evens or heads, odds or tails. You roll it. Fuck it, that's a 6, so it's an even, heads. So you get to stay in for another turn round. So it comes back to your turn, you draw. In my active. Now you're not at Death's Door anymore. But say you get knocked out again. Just roll again. This time it's a tails. So you're out. You're out of the game. Knocked out. And this can repeat as many times as you can get lucky or unlucky. Like, let's say I didn't draw this. Let's say I draw an item. I can't do anything with this. Pass. When it comes back to your turn again, just roll again. Oh, hey, I'm in again. Let me draw. Ah, dang it. I can't play that. Go again. Now you're dead. But it gives you second chances because too many people were like getting knocked out really early and then it wasn't really fun. So I'm doing that. Adds a bit of luck, adds a bit of pressure, suspension, whatever, or suspense. I don't fucking care. Jesus. Oh, I'm trying to think of what else I could talk about to initiate the uninitiated. Oh yeah, vote cards. We should go over vote cards. Alright, so there are certain cards in here labeled vote. And some of them say vote on them, like vote this if you hate whatever. But then some don't say vote, but they're still classified as a vote card. Now vote cards, what they would do, let's say I played this guy. Played him, he's in my active spot, can't attack or really do anything, it only has fucking 2 HP, but it can sniff. So what that would do is whoever I played it against, you each take a D10 and you roll it, and they got an 8 and I got 4. So what would happen is I would lose 1 point. Let's say I had like 2 points, now I'm at 1. Now what would happen if I won is they would lose a point. So pretty much it's just a way to control the scoreboard or whatever. But at the same time, you're kind of wasting your own time because you can't really do anything other than that. I think there's one specific card in here that is a vote card, but it has attacks. And I kind of just decided, like, as a house rule, it can do both. Like, you can attack, and then you still have to do the rolling battle thing. Whatever. You can make up your own shit about it. Doesn't really matter. None of this really matters. What else? It's really disjointed, because most of these rules are kind of, like, made up on the spot anyways. I think that's it. I think I've gone over everything. This table is set up for 4 players. There is a 6-player table that I might release separately or somehow. I don't know. I don't really think there's a limit to how many people you can play with. But yeah, have fun. And if you have any other questions, there is a rule book that probably covers this shit better than I did vocally. So yeah, that's the game. Bye bye.